And here are the Heat now. 4-point game.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Here's the Cobra. He's got 11. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
Bosh, the screen. And it's Wade in the corner. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Passes it to Andrews. And he's way off from outside. Against Wade. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Andrews. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat up by 6. And back with the... And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
You know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
We've got Anthony. Calderon is out there with Grant. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. And it's O'Quinn in at the 4-man position. They're the group. New York will start the second. Anthony drives in. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Chalmers. Clock at 4. Stolen by O'Quinn. And a fast break now for New York. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are. You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
And it's tied up with that one. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big 3 to compete for a championship, and for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half, and when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day, and that's really what Carmelo did.
Anthony missing again.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Kicks to Chalmers. Heat moving the ball around. Green with the ball. Now defended by Grant, and Green gets it to go.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Chalmers against Grant. Chalmers dishes to Stoudemire. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Green. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And for Gerald Green, another productive year. Though it was a smaller role, a small step back from the season before when he started over half the games for the Suns.
Well, there was a log jam in Phoenix at the wing position last season. He certainly matured, though, as he never complained about not starting, just went out and did his job.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
For Gerald Green, it's hard to not think about the star that could have been, the 18th pick in the 2005 draft, right out of high school. It was basically athleticism and upside in his game then. He's finally made it in the NBA now, but has improved with skills and guile in place of explosive.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Calderon. And it's the Cobra in for Grant.
And talking about Gerald Green, it seems like he's been in the league forever. But he was only 29 years old last season. By and large, he's avoided major injury, so he's still got plenty of tread left on those tires if he wants to keep going at it for a little while longer.
Timeout called, the Heat. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. There's the pick. Pass to Chalmers. Launches a three. No good. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Wizards. Here's Andrews. And a miss there on the triple.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. There's Winslow and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one's on Anthony.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago, got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
That free throw, no good. With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in that national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways. Puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Here's the Cobra. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Andrews. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 16 points a game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, defenses are throwing everything at him, Sid, yet he's still... able to put up points. He's really unstoppable. Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Stoudemire. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Stoudemire's got his first basket.
One aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Dragic with a wide open look. Misses the wing chair.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Andrews.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. There's the pick. The shot by Wade, wide open. No good on the 3. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Andrews. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Second is Hassan Whiteside.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Whiteside up top. Got a piece of it. Here's Andrews. That drops. And it's now only a 1-point Heat lead.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Whiteside a screen on Afflalo. Wade passes to Winslow. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight. Here's the Cobra. He's got 21. Fires for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Heat lead by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Coach, what did you like so far about how the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. Dwayne Wade wasted no time getting hot. He had 11 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Oh, hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the 3. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell him stop shooting the 3. Pass, cut.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. And it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. It's rebounded by Bosh. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. He had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Outside Dang. From downtown, Knicks with the rebound. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Anthony. No luck. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
Here's Andrews, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And now here comes Dang, leading the break. Outside Dragic. To the paint, knocked away. Anthony drives in, misses the layup.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
New York called.